Oh, we can just... Oh. I'm going to delete that, and I'm just going to reload to this. Oops, sorry. I think we'll be okay.
You've made a grave mistake. I will correct it in Andra's name.
Okay, there we go.
Yes?
We'll go ahead and do that.
I'm ready.
You do that. Oh. Yeah, just go ahead and knock him down. Boom. How about you?
Ready, Watcher.
Someone felled the
Hey, bud. Can you get out of there any longer? No, you cannot.
I don't
Wow.
suppose we could rest a spell.
Wow. I need to get Aloth out of there. Like, stat. We are actually like a fish in a barrel on that one. Whew. That was not a good.
You've
I
made
think
a
they're all
grave
monks.
mistake.
Jesus.
I will correct it in Andra's name.
All right, let's try this again.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
Ow. I was like, wait, maybe leave? There we go. And we want you to do that. You pop this out. You knock him down.
Aye?
Ready, Watcher.
Really?
Yes?
Good God.
Ah!
Nice. Go ahead and do with one of those. You just heal yourself, please. We can do minions. We can start doing minions now.
Hey.
Huh?
We're losing people.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
losing people. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and go with another one of these. They didn't like that.
Huh?
What the blazes are you? Oh. Damn. Go ahead and go with that.
Shadow.
What?
We'll go with another one of these.
Ah, tech.
Third time's the charm. Whew. Now, out of all of that, we only got still the one from before. Oh well, it's fine. You'll get some crits in the other later on. Yes, that was very nicely done. Because with that one, we were able to actually start spreading out the mages, spreading out the casters and my archer. Oh, that was great, though. All right, what are you? Damage DR. Oh, this is light armor. DR7, recovery speed minus 15%, exceptional, plus 20% defense against charmed, plus 10 defense against dominated attacks, grants martyr on unconscious. Huh. About you? Okay, you are just a deflection ring. You're just a normal breastplate. You're just an exceptional shield, spell ward amulet. We already got plenty of you. All right. All freaking righty. The water flows upward from a... Okay. Now that I did that... Oh, just walk forward. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
What in the world could leave a skull that big?
A Titan? Oh god, oh, no. I'm not gonna mess with that yet. Exceptional scale armor. Wait. What? Where'd that go? Here. No. Oh. I was like, oh, are you special or something? Okay, now let's say before we mess with this, you may want to rest before jumping in there to get your spells back. Thanks. So that means don't mess with the skull. Okay, so okay, don't mess with the skull. I'm gonna continue. Before the skull. Let's just look around first, I suppose. Oh. Okay. Let's rest. Okay. Quick save. Okay. Lodged between rows of crystalline rock, a large fragment of metal protrudes. It looks as though it might be possible to pry it loose. Pull out the metal fragment. At your touch, the splinter of metal begins to glow orange. Heat surges up your hands and arms and envelops you with such intensity you feel as though you are melting down. The heat spreads to the world around you, turns it orange and then yellow and then white. The ground, the sky, everything around you drips in molten globes and begins to take shape beneath you as if in an invisible mold. You and the shard are the last thing to melt and fall, and your addition to the molten pool completes the shape of an immense hammer. The original smith. The metal cools as quickly as it had heated. The handle is gripped now by two great leathery hands, and the hammer is cocked back over a shoulder as broad and modeled as a hilltop. The wielder whirls around and heaves the hammer, and you are flying upward for what seems like ages into the airless blackness above. As you spin, you catch a glimpse of a rock large enough to be a moon. It is close, far too close to the world. The force of the impact shatters hammer and stone alike. The rock is redirected outward, but a section of the front face is cleaved off and begins to fall, splintering apart at the cracks. 100,000 fragments blossoming outward in all directions, debris showers the atmosphere, trailing smoke and fire. Below, land and sea are far off, but gradually rising up. Look to the sea. The largest of the fragments, wide as a city, barrels downward in a fiery cocoon. Its size reduces as the edges immolate, but it won't burn up in time. It lands silently in the distant ocean, sending a column of water skyward and radiating ripples that spread like wrinkles in fabric. Then the sound comes tearing up through the sky. It sounds like thunder. look to the land. Features are becoming clear by the moment as you streak toward the earth. You are lodged in an enormous boulder, falling among other smaller fragments that heat and burst around you on all sides. Beneath you, snow-capped mountains rise up, dotted here and there by cities of stone and Andra. The impact will be the destruction of all of them. The shadow of your rock fragment is visible now, getting larger by the second. You are a moment away from striking the ground when a massive shape throws itself into your path. The last thing you hear sounds like another rumbling impact, but that isn't what it is. It's a chuckle, relieved, breathless. You hear two words. Made it. Everything goes dark. You open your eyes. The metal hammer fragment has come free. You now hold it in your hands. It is warm to the touch. The air around you is suddenly turbulent, spiteful. A cold, damp wind whips your face. Salt crystals collect in your nostrils and the creases of your eyes. The floor below you becomes blue-gray and glassy, turning and rolling. And when you fall, you crash through water. Violent waves hurl and spin you. Something slithers around your ankles, seizes you with incredible strength that drags you down into silty depths. When the pulling stops, you are hovering at the center of an endless blue abyss. You can see neither surface nor floor. You seem to be facing downward, but there is no way to be sure. A voice sounds from everywhere at once, and the immense pressure wave of each utterance sends you reeling.
Deceitful wretch! Grave robber! You who dig for that which you did not bury, speak! Explain yourself and be judged.
I seek a means of defeating an army that threatens my lands.
You seek what is mine, what was rightfully lost. Your actions speak for themselves. The battery opened, the forge ignited. You set free souls that hid from me, that stole from me and evaded my judgment. The dwarves sealed their own fate. The forge was meant to be forgotten. And now, here you are again, denying peace to the buried.
The turbulence around you calms. Silt settles like a slow exhalation, and the vast dark seascape beyond the murk fades in. God, this is trippy. I'm sorry, this is trippy. Okay, this is hurting my eyes a bit. This is like tripping. Rays of light trickle down from above into a green gold columns of kelp that rise from the depths and sway back and forth in the current. Fish and mollusks patrol them in groups of hundreds and thousands. The nearest pass you with watchful eyes. The army that destroyed the dwarves, the Eyeless, are they yours?
What the world casts aside, I take into my care. A thing may be forgotten, but it is never alone as long as I am here. They were lost children, abandoned, fixed on a purpose that no longer had meaning. I took them in, gave them new purpose. I did not create them, but yes, they are mine.
They are Abaddon's. I saw them forged.
They were his once. I won't deny it. He created them as assistants to carry out his work on Eora. But he has long been the overseer of progress in the world. Leaving things behind has always been his way. I allow him to leave his past in my care, so that it does not hold him back.
You and Abaddon have a unique connection, then.
I suppose we do. But then, the gods have always been able to accomplish far greater things when working together.
Nearby, you see a shark pass through a school of fish. The fish scatter, evading the predator. I had something else to discuss about the Eyeless.
Speak your mind.
Wait, what? What new purpose did you give them? My intelligence is in fact 14. Thank you very much.
Some things that are forgotten must never be remembered. Not merely for the benefit of those who forgot, but for the entire world. There can be no second thoughts, no sympathy or stays of execution. The Eyeless were born to fulfill this task, though even their creator did not know it. They are single-minded and relentless.
You mean they kill those who remember what you want forgotten?
They do not flinch when called upon to do what is necessary. Kith owe them a great debt for the troubles they have hidden away.
I want to ask you about something else.
You may ask.
What do you mean when the forge is meant to be forgotten?
It was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truths lie within it. It can bring only ruin. When the Pargrunin came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions for the Forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself. They would have destroyed themselves in the end.
How convenient that we'll never know.
You need only look to the history of your own civilization for assurance. How many wars, how many fallen empires might have been averted if only their leaders could forget the objects of their ambition? I mourned the loss of the Pargrunin. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon.
What does it matter if something is remembered or forgotten? It's in the past in either case.
Memories are the spirits of the past. You of all people should know their sway on the present, Watcher.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mortals measure the worth of their lives in memory. Who will remember me? How long until I am forgotten? Memory governs every thought, informs every choice. It can fuel passion, understanding, love, or it can create obsession, madness. You have seen it plague many souls in your travels. Consider the old Watcher who inherited unspeakable crimes from birth. Or the young woman who committed herself to Brackenbury for love of things she remembered she had. Or the fisherman whose life became a sentence the day he killed his sister. Or the Glonfathen boy for whom an old medallion was worth more than all the fruits of his labors. They could be free from their burdens, if only they could forget.
Their burdens exist for a reason. Why should they be allowed to forget? Oh no, their problems go deeper than memories. Simply forgetting does not make them go away.
For some, perhaps. But for many, the memory is all that remains of it. Even when problems have run their course, memory can be the stone that sinks you into the abyss.
I'm still not sure I agree, but no matter.
Your past has not overwhelmed you yet. Wait. Was there something else, mortal?
What are the bones of one god doing sealed in the temple of another?
Do not play coy with a god, Watcher. I know you have seen his death. I feel it whenever a forgotten thing is taken from me. Abidin did not deserve to die here. This place, it was the least I could do to give his remains some privacy.
The least you could do?
The least I could do for ending his life.
Light drains from your surroundings. The Celt forest becomes a corpse of black tendrils, stark and twisted as regret.
I called the moon down to me, Ioni brother. It was against his wishes. He would not listen to reason, would not listen to me. In his madness, he splintered the moon. But it was not enough. The greatest of the fragments still fell toward that which he would protect. In the end, he took position where it would fall. and absorbed the impact himself.
I thought Belafa and Aldha were the moons.
Ioni Brother is their smaller sibling, tiny next to them.
But why the temple? Why the secrecy?
That time has been forgotten now, and so his death belongs to me. Everything he was before the impact.
But you slew another god. Surely the other gods know this. Surely Abaddon must know. Current surges through the kelp bed, pushing each plant sideways like saplings in a hurricane, repelling you backward amidst a torrent of wayward fish.
No! He cannot know! He must never know! Understand, he was not always as he is now. His body was not all he left behind. He was devoted to progress and industry from the beginning. But so too was he devoted to preservation. In those times, he would let nothing go. Nothing could be forgotten. His will was iron long before his body.
Preservation. So that was why he went so far to oppose you.
We agreed long ago, all of us, not to alter the course of Kith's civilization. Not directly. Not unless there were no other choice. But in this matter, there was no other choice. He understood that as well as anyone. It was for duty that he opposed it. I would have stopped it if I could, but by then it was too late.
What was it he was trying to preserve?
Time has finished much of what I started. I cannot tell you that, mortal, for fear of undoing all its costly work.
You make it sound as though you were the sane one.
The other gods knew what had to be done, but they lacked the will to go through with it. Even gods have their attachments. To erase all knowledge of such a grand thing required unthinkable devastation. The Eastern Reach, Deadfire. Mine was the only solution. When I called down Ioni Brother, they remained silent. Even Abaddon. He knew it was for the best. But he tried to stop it all the same. Perhaps deep down I knew he would. I should have expected it. I could have stopped it.
You say on one hand you had to call down Ioni Brother, yet on the other that you would have stopped it for Abaddon.
The death of a god is a calamity. You are living in the aftermath of one such death. Surely you can understand.
You have said that sympathy can't get in the way. What about yours for Abaddon?
He deserved better. Of all the other gods, he was the only one who acted, who held to his convictions.
The goddess of relentlessness must have appreciated such quality.
Yes. I admired him for that.
But it's more than that. You loved him. The pull and push of the current became long and heavy, like a sigh.
Whatever he was to me, it was not meant to last. Always our duty is to Eora first. I knew he opposed what I intended. That he would wish to preserve what I meant to destroy. I knew it would cause a rift that might never be mended. But I never imagined he'd go so far. I never imagined it would mean I would never know him as I once did.
If he doesn't remember dying, why not begin again with him?
Because it might cause him to remember. No, mortal. Better that we should exist as we are now. What happened once must never happen again. Bad enough that I am cursed to remember it.
Why did you pull down Ione Brother?
The great conundrum of a god is how close to become with your subjects. Too far and they lose hope. Too close and your own judgment fails. Civilizations are meant to ebb and flow. Allow them to persist for too long in power or knowledge, and you invite catastrophe. There was a time when we let our sympathies get the better of us. When memories were allowed to persist that should have been washed away. The other gods could not be moved to act. I did what had to be done without them.
You're talking about the Ingwithans.
I speak of what is forgotten. I failed that day, but my purpose was achieved in the end. I will not dredge up the memory to satisfy idle curiosity.
I need you to call off the eyeless.
On the contrary, mortal, their work must continue. Far too much was uncovered while they lay dormant.
They draw attention to the very things you wish hidden. In my dreams, I have seen them swarming over the Deerwood.
Those who know too much of the White Forge will be washed clean from Eora, and then the eyeless shall rest once more.
This isn't this isn't some lone tribe of dwarves. The Forge sees visitors from all over now. The eyeless will tear the Deerwood apart. It will never be forgotten. The sea life around you stirs back and forth, agitated, restless.
Even if it is as you say, there is nothing that can be done. The eyeless do not think for themselves. They have only the purpose that is given to them. They do not stop until the purpose is fulfilled. They will not change course now for me or anyone. I am sorry.
This was your doing. You must intervene.
The interventions of gods seldom work out in anyone's favor. Our touch is too heavy. The world crumbles beneath it.
Technically, you say that you're not supposed to actually intervene with the mortals, yet you're doing something that is not necessary.
It is why we so often enlist the help of mortals. They execute our wishes with greater care. I have done far too much already.
Kyoto said they could be called off.
Only if those they pursue are no longer a threat. The Raid Sarens were stopped before they could take the White Forge. In your case, Watcher, you are well beyond that now. And if what you say is true, then the Deerwood is as well.
If you won't stop them, then I will.
Your determination is commendable. But the eyeless number in the thousands. You will need more than strength or luck.
The help of a god would be most welcome.
I will give you what aid I can. I bade the eyeless to remain hidden when at rest. They are gathered in the hollow of a great rock, splintered from Ione Brother. It lies in a flooded crater known as Kairon's Scar. Know, too, that they were built to answer the call of their master's hammer. When they hear it strike, they come to its aid. If you were to take that piece of his hammer from here and reshape it in Abaddon's forge into a likeness of the original, you might be able to call them to you. But destroying them would be another matter. I know of one way, but only from the center of the Lion's Den. Only with their master's hammer in your service. If you can do all this, if you can reshape what remains of Abaddon's hammer and bring it inside their lair, I can instruct you there on what you would need to do.
I will do what I can.
And I will see you through when the time comes.
I will remake this hammer in the White Forge and stop the eyeless.
If you do not, be assured, they will come for you as they did for the Pargrunen. Careful as you approach the lake. When I claimed the eyeless, I made sure they would not be discovered while they slept. Many of my most devoted followers stand watch there. They will not allow you near. And there is something far worse. Something more fearsome and dangerous than any eyeless. Let us hope you do not attract its attention.
I was just thinking this all sounded too easy. In place of an answer, a sudden surge in the current from beneath sends you hurling upward. The surface above you approaches fast, shifting and glimmering like quicksilver. You emerge soaking wet on the stone floor of the reliquary, gasping for breath as if you'd been holding it for hours. Ooh. Also, isn't my intelligence? Oh, it's only 12. Wait, what? Oh. Hey, girl. Oh. Hmm. Huh. Huh. Oh, wait. Oh, God. I think I just realized something. I think I just realized something. I think I ended up doing where's it at? This whole fight in the wrong armor, but it's okay because it's good armor. And 2, without Pelagina being in any armor. I think I need to test that real quick because that was oh no. Oh no. Oh well. Oh well. But in all honesty, guys, I think that's actually good enough for tonight. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Hope you had yourselves a fantastic time. Wow. Plot thickens indeed. Good freaking golly. Woo. Okay. Oh. But at the same, the plot thickens. But at the same time, it was very weird. That is so stupid. Really. Okay. So she says, that they're not supposed to mingle without reason, and her reason was, oh, somebody saw something that was supposed to be forgotten. If you wanted it forgotten, why make it in the first place? And then another thing, really, you don't want people. No, never mind. There's too much going on. Too much going on. My brain is fried. Actually, my brain is pretty fried. Oh boy! Final cheers for the night, guys. Cheers to you. Thank you. Ah, geez. Well, guys, I will not be seeing you tomorrow night or Saturday night because I got a lot of stuff I needed to get taken care of. But But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Those of you, let me send you an army that's gonna traumatize a nation. Yeah, they'll forget that. Oh yeah, yeah, that is so weird. Really, that is just so weird. But thank you guys. Those of you who are new watching this channel, if you wish to watch more of my content, go ahead and press that follow button. It helps me out and helps you out. I'll let you know when I go live. But if you aren't interested in what I'm playing currently, I do have a YouTube that you guys can go ahead and check out right now. There's a lot other content on there, and I hope you enjoy, guys. But other than that, see you guys on Sunday because, yeah, not streaming tomorrow or Saturday. So thank you. And as always, chat, stay active and stay connected. And hope to see you all on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time because it's a weekday, but it'll be a work night. But that's all, guys. Thank you. And as always, so have fun. Stay active, stay connected. See y'all Sunday for more Pillars of Eternity. This is Zircon signing out. Bye, y'all.